Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Star Wars Wednesday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Micro Galaxy Squadron Series 6 Blind Box. Let's get into it. Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron. And we got some tape on there, which I did cut. So I do know what's in this box already, but I'm not telling you yet. But you probably already know from the thumbnail. So, not going to be that much of a surprise. But there we have a Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron on the top. On the front, Star Wars 8 and Up Series 6 Micro Galaxy Squadron Mystery Vehicle and Figure. Oh my gosh, it's a question mark. One set. Includes one vehicle, figure, and flight stand. Maybe. Warning! Don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. On the bottom, here's the actual scale. So, if you were looking, if you got this particular thing, this is how big it would be, and that's their Scout class vehicle and figure shown for reference only. And then, I forgot to say, there's really nice artwork here on the front, and the ATTE must be the core of Series 6. Because there it is, featured very prominently in a Clone Wars, maybe Geonosis kind of scene there. On the side here, collect all 6. 2 of them are chase vehicles, each sold separately and subject to availability. Series 6. On the other side, some more nice Clone Wars Geonosis looking artwork. Star Wars, some Arabesh, Micro Galaxy Squadron. And on the back, don't give it to babies. Symbols I'm not going to learn. Attention. Don't stick things in your mouth if they don't belong there. Jazzwares. Small fine legalese. Micro Galaxy Squadron, Disney Print, StarWars.com, a number I don't know, Jazzware support, and a barcode. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and the vehicle. There's no stand with this one. So here we have handy dandy tweezers, and let's take a look at the figure. And nothing new here. It's the same Phase 1 Clone Trooper mold that we've been getting. Same paint apps, it looks like, as well. Here, for the T-shaped visor on the helmet and the nose piece, the elbow joints, and the hands. I think there's some knee coloring on the back. Yeah, some black here at the back of the knees, and, some around the back of the helmet as well. So, nothing new here. We've seen this plenty of times. Articulation still the same too. At the shoulders, the arms rotate 360 degrees, and they are attached together, so they move in conjunction. And as far as that goes, same with the legs, they move in conjunction, but they only go to about a 90-degree bend at the hip for a seated position. Now, as far as the vehicle goes, there's a few more paint apps here. We got one here, right here and here. So that's about it. But it's enough. You know what this is. As far as the movement for this vehicle, the legs move here at, I guess, the hip joint, what you call it. And it will, if you force it, to go past this wing piece that's sticking out. Armor piece, I guess. it will do a full 360-degree rotation, and both legs will do that. This turret cannon on the front also spins around, so nice molded detail through it, especially for this scale. And I think it looks really cool, and I think it's going to look good going with my Republic gunship. And as far as the figure going on the vehicle, you just kind of put him in a slightly seated position. When you get him like this, you straighten the torso up and then put the hands on the handlebars. And there you have it, my friends. That is a look at the figure and the vehicle. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron blind box AT-RT with the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Obi-Wan Kenobi's Jedi Starfighter, Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Anakin Skywalker's Jedi Interceptor, Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Yoda's Jedi Interceptor, and Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Imperial AT-ST. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron blind box AT-RT with the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Republic Shadow V-Wing and the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron Republic Gunship, or LAAT. For final thoughts on the Star Wars Micro Galaxy Squadron blind box, Clone Trooper, and AT-RT, I have to say it's a neat little piece. I think it's sized right for, you know, what it's based on. I think it's appropriate, and I would have liked to have seen it maybe fold up to where it could come out of the gunship, the Republic gunship, kind of like it did several times on the Clone Wars. That would have, you know, at least to me, that would have been cool. But, you know, if nothing else, here's another troop to go in my gunship, if need be, since how I got the regular version and not any of the ones that came with extra troopers. So, but I do think that, you know, it's a cool addition to the line. It makes sense, especially for the blind boxes. And, you know, the Clone Trooper, it's nothing new. It's not anything we haven't seen before. Everything about it is adequate to be a Clone Trooper, a Phase 1 Clone Trooper. The AT-RT, you know, the legs articulate basically at the hips. That's it. That's really all it needs. The gun articulates. And, you know, that's really all this piece needs for the most part. It would have been cool if it had a little bit more articulation in the stand so that you could pose it out, like doing the running like it did on Clone Wars a couple of times. So that would have been cool. But alas, it was not to be so, especially at this price point. Well, that does it for the review. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. If you are interested in supporting my channel further, I'm now offering memberships at various tiers. Click the join button on my YouTube page, or check this video's description for the link, and see if any membership offers are right for you, but only if you are in a position to do so. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you would like to see more content or just help the channel grow, or both, that's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.